Hey Paradiso. It's a disabled lad. Like, to be fair, the poor guy can't help it, but it's a little bit annoying because I was already set up streaming. Parent came up with them and then just walked off, got back inside the car and had left him up here. Like, it's not his fault, bless him. Our next arrival is going to be FR5 333 coming in from Lisbon. It's a Boeing 737 operated by Ryanair. Still a good 3 or 4 minutes out yet though. No, I know Paradiso. Hey, Debs. No, Paradiso. I don't know what to do. I'm struggling with quality on Twitch at the moment. Yeah, all's good, Debs. Just see what this quality is like on Twitch right now. How we doing, Paul? It's fine for me. Yeah, I'm all good, thank you, Paul. Here we go, here is that Ryanair 737 coming in from Lisbon. Sneaking off to Charlestown to shop in tons in peace, no way. Well, it'll look a bit better now. Yeah, the network isn't great here today. Someone else waiting for you to come on. We're here now, Paul. It's good to have you with us again, buddy. He's playing baseball with his nana, no way. School had another meeting today and they finally said to the school, we'll see what you mean with Shane, music to my ears. And next up, we've got a Boeing 737 MAX coming in from Lanzarote, departed 3 hours and 47 minutes ago. Operated by Ryanair FR7200. We've got an A330 there in the distance. At least I think. Apologies. Our next arrival is actually an Embraer E190 coming in from London City, operated by British Airways. BA4466 is this flight. And then following that one in is indeed the 737 MAX coming from Lanzarote. The breakables are safe. Here we go, here is that BA 4466 coming in from London City. The Embraer 190 SR. Slight wobble on landing and a correction by the crew. But down safely all the same. Feels like I'm on the runway waiting to take off, but this bus driver is going so fast, no way. Our next arrival is going to be that 737 MAX coming in from Lanzarote, operated by Ryanair FR7200. Just as we pan round to catch this Lanzarote flight, we just have the A330 Aer Lingus coming into shot now, beginning its taxi to the North Runway, ready for its departure over to Chicago. Just stay with that for another minute or so. See you later, devs. Enjoy your shopping. Here we go, this Lanzarote flight, the Boeing 737 MAX, is now with us. Chicago O'Hare, nice. Welcome back, Webber. Apologies that I ended the live literally as soon as you joined last time. It's not your aftershave. I just wasn't happy with the quality we were getting at that time. Still not 100% happy, but it is what it is. The network isn't great here today. Here we go, here is that 737 MAX arriving in after around a 3 hour and 50-minute flight from Lanzarote. Nice landing there from the Ryanair crew. I do not know how you feel about it. I didn't mean to make it so obvious. I should really have said, "How we doing? God." I should have done all the crackling noises, but I made it too obvious. It was your aftershave. Here we go. There's that A330 taxiing to the North Runway. Our next arrival is coming in from another of the Canary Islands, coming in from Tenerife again. It's the 737 MAX. It's FR7123, operated by Ryanair. Two Aer Lingus liveries overlapping here. I don't know what your thoughts are, but by far the nicest of the two liveries is the new 2019 livery, the white with the green tail. How are we doing, Kian? Here we go, we have this Tenerife flight now less than a minute out. How are we doing? Chris Kipper Roberts, welcome. I haven't seen Helen today, no Paul. Long time no see. How was landing? It was good, thank you, Kian. How are we doing, Hayden Pringle? Here we go, another 737 MAX on arrival now. Conditions are slightly blustery here at Dublin, but nothing major. It's a mighty nippy, a damp evening though. Back-to-back butter landings there from the 737 MAXes. When's the vlog out? It's going to be mid-February. I'm going to aim to have it out by not this weekend, next weekend. There's a lot of editing to be done. Our next arrival is coming in. Wow. 3 Canary Island flights in a row from Ryanair here, and 3 737 MAXes to boot. This one coming in from Gran Canaria, departed 3 hours and 54 minutes ago. FR7127 on its way in. In a minute, I'm just running to my house. I will see you soon, Kian. Back end of that 330. We will try and catch the 330's departure over in the distance, seeing it come up over the ATC tower if we can. Here we go, here is this Gran Canaria flight. When is the vlog going to be out, Adam? I think he just asked you. I did answer him. It's going to be mid-February. There's a lot of editing to be done. Here we go, the 737 MAX. Are we going to get 3 butter landings from these Ryanair MAXes in a row? We are indeed. Mr. O'Leary must have told them that WTF Live Daily are here today. Pick up your landing game. Helen's in their house. Good afternoon, Adam Putt. Welcome, Helen. Hope you had a great day. Got a couple of minutes now, a few minutes until the next arrival, so let's see if we can pick some departures up. It's my mistake, I was away from my tablets, I didn't hear you apply. Note to self, must listen to Adam. That is an important note for everybody to make. You must be listening to Adam. Big up my man Creative, good to see you, bro. I did send you a message on TikTok just to check you're okay, because I hadn't seen you for a while. Cheers, Adam. Belly full of carvery dinner Cardimu. Where did you go for carvery, Helen? Was it a chain? Was it an independent pub? Let us know where you went. What meat did you have? I could just be working late. I'm glad you're well, buddy. Our next departure is going to be that A330 heading over to Chicago O'Hare. We will try and get as good a shot as we possibly can, but it is way off in the distance, that North Runway. Hopefully these don't overlap, because we do have an arrival on its approach now. Just heading towards the coast of Portmarnock. Coming in from London Gatwick, it's an Aer Lingus A320 EI239. It's going to be about a 51-minute flight. Marston's Little Castle pub near Bolsover had gammon, turkey, beef and the full works including sprouts. Wow, 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 Helen. Sprouts. Of course, you don't know my eating habits. I do not like vegetables. I like potatoes, I like chip shop mushy peas, and I like Mediterranean veg, so I like peppers, onions, all that sort of stuff. None of these root vegetables for me. They're wrong. You missed my earlier comment. The air ambulance landed about 500 yards from my bungalow last night. No way. Do you know what happened? Or do you have a nice fish and chip shop nearby that does proper scraps, mushy peas? Maybe they were just stopping to get some fish and chips. The Asians loves these scraps. Here we go. We have this A330's departure now. It will just be coming into shot. We might lose quality here, but I'm going to zoom in a bit. There she is, up, up and away. Heading over to Chicago. Hopefully the quality hasn't diminished too much by me zooming in. There'll be strong crosswinds later. And there she is, beginning that sharp right-hand bank, just hitting 700 feet, entering into the cloud cover there. I have decided, guys, now that we are focusing so heavily on YouTube and TikTok, I am going to get a new camera eventually. Tech bills are nearly paid now, so I am going to invest in a new camera. It's been unneeded while we've been growing on TikTok because, well, obviously you can't use camera. And as much as this phone is good, I do feel like we're letting the quality down a little bit. Andy Taylor says, hello at Paul Usher, thanks for letting me know about WTF. Welcome, Andy Taylor. I hope you are going to start enjoying our lives. We're a great community here, we're friendly, we have a bit of banter, we do some plane spotting, just have a general chit chat. Here is EI239 coming in from London Gatwick, departed 52 minutes ago. this Airbus A320. Missed a comment there from Chris Kipper. I miss working on the A330s at Dublin, best ever aircraft to maintain. No way, who did you work for, Aer Lingus? Air ambulance landed in the wreck. Right there, let me grab this landing because we're over zoomed on this. It's much harder to stay in shot when we're over zoomed. Landing recreation alongside the canal, sadly an RTA, and it looks like it may have been a fatality, but not sure. Helicopter down for 45 minutes, no way. Thoughts with everybody involved? Zoom out that little bit. How are we doing? Stu Martin, welcome. If you are watching us on YouTube, please do give it a thumbs up if you are enjoying the content. Nice shot there, off for two. ATC towers, the newest one to the left hand side of your shot, one of the tallest ATC towers in Europe, I believe. And then the old tower to the right hand side. There was FLS Aerospace, but we did line work on ramp for Aer Lingus. The word is being spread, 70 watching on YouTube right now. Big up to everybody who is joining us on YouTube. It's greatly appreciated. If you don't know who we are, who I am, we're WTF Live Daily. We grew our account on TikTok to over 42,000 followers. We've now moved over to YouTube and Twitch predominantly, so that we can bring better quality broadcast to you guys. My name's Adam. We're live at least 6 days a week here on YouTube and Twitch. Our home base currently is Dublin International, however that will be changing in the coming months. I'm thinking it's going to be April that we relocate back over to Spain, to the Malaga area, so we will be bringing content live every day from Malaga Airport. We'll be mixing it up between Malaga, Almeria and Granada. We will also be heading off to Barcelona, Madrid. We're just back from Lanzarote. We came back on Sunday. We've got 11 trips planned already for this year, including Skiathos. I'm really looking forward to Skiathos, one of the best spotting locations in Europe, in my opinion. Got Adam on Fire Stick, big up Paul. That's better, finally found you on my telly. I was wondering if they're watching you from... I wonder if they're in the tower watching you from them. Don't know. Big up to my man Bruce Castano joining us from Detroit and Michigan. Detroit, the home of the muscle car. Good day from Germany. How are we doing, Falston? How is Germany? We're in Germany in June for the World Cup of Darts. Taking my old man over. We are going to be streaming while we're there. You never know, we might get him to make an appearance. Looking forward to World Cup Darts though, over in Frankfurt. I'm a big darts fan, I play darts myself. I'm looking forward to it. I'm there for the Saturday sessions and the finals on the Sunday. So once again, welcome to everybody who's joined us on YouTube and on Twitch. We're going to be with you, well, I don't know. We're probably going to be with you for another hour, I guess. We'll have to see what the quality stays like as darkness descends over Dublin. Next up, we have an Airbus A320 approaching us. This time, it's coming in from Lyon, departed an hour and 49 minutes ago. EI 553 with the 2019 Aer Lingus livery. Darts are on tonight, Adam. They are indeed, Paul. I'm thinking I'm going to go and play darts tonight as well. Me and my neighbour, you guys on YouTube probably haven't seen him, but people will remember him from TikTok. John Boy is my next door neighbour. We've got a bar built at the side of his house. And we play quite often. So I'm going to go up there tonight, watch the darts, have a couple of beers probably. Never been to Skiathos, always wanted to. Another great one to fly into in Greece is Samos. A bit of a roller coaster ride into that one. As a lot of you are aware, I don't know if this is going to work for YouTube, I'll be honest. But whenever we travel, we always try our absolute best to stream our live departures and arrivals. We just don't tell anybody flight mode has not been activated. We were live for our departure going to Lanzarote, our arrival into Lanzarote, and our departure back over to Dublin at the weekend. So I'm hoping that when we fly into Skiathos, we can pick network up in time to get the live landing into Skiathos. -7 here in Detroit. Wow, and here's me moaning. It feels like about 4 degrees here and it's not nice. Lucifer, welcome. Apologies if I do get people's names wrong. I try my best. How many thumbs up have we got on YouTube right now? Don't forget to also check out our community forum, WTFLiveDaily.com. It's a safe, fun place for you guys to interact when we're not live. It is under maintenance at the moment. There's a couple of features that are not active. We actually have a live feed on there, very similar to Instagram, where you can post any of your travel photos, your daily life, or indeed your aviation photos. We always appreciate seeing those photos and videos on that live feed. That should be back active probably by the end of the weekend. And also the forum as well. Feel free to post photos, videos, and just have a chat on there. Share your holiday and travel experiences. We love listening to them. 14 thumbs up on YouTube. Can we hit that thumbs up? If you are enjoying it, please, it really does help us. I had a glimpse of my old office at gate 409 there. At 409 there's an A330 parked on it. I'm getting emotional. No way, Chris Kipper. Okay, our next arrival is an Embraer E195AR, this time coming in from Lisbon, operated by Portugal Air, TAP Express livery. TP1324 is your flight number. Got you on the big screen on the telly now. Go techie grandma. Where I belong on that big screen. You never know. How many of you have watched A Bank of Dave on Netflix about Dave Fishwick? Another great guy to watch. If you are on TikTok, search up Dave Fishwick. He's a self-made millionaire from Burnley in the northwest of England. Started life as a van dealer, now a minibus specialist. Helps so many people in his local community. But he decided to set up his own bank because he was sick of banks ripping people off and not lending to people that were in need. And that was a TV series a couple of years ago, and Netflix have now made a film about him, and it's actually quite a good watch. But the reason I'm saying you'll enjoy his channel on TikTok, he actually owns his own jet engine helicopter, and a lot of his content is about that. He takes you off on flights. He explains how everything works. It's quite interesting to watch, so check Dave Fishwick out. But the point I was getting to initially was, you never know. Netflix might make a film about WTF and put me on it. You never know. Think big. that's another I've never been to. I've mostly done smaller islands. I mostly go for the food, the booze, the weather, and the history. Dave was on Channel 4, yes. I watched it last night, Banter Dave, it was brilliant. I didn't want it to end. Yeah, it was a good film. And it was nice that at the end, I think there was 2 occasions throughout the film. The actual advisor that really, really helped Dave at the beginning, I've forgotten his name, but he's actually in the film. And then at the end, when Dave Fishwick, the real Dave Fishwick is there, and the whole group are together outside the bank of Dave, his original advisor who still works with him to this day is there. It's nice to see the old boy there. The Bank of Dave, that's the one. Here we go, this is that TAP Air and E195AR coming into land here at Dublin. Crete is fantastic, being twice to a small fishing village in South Italy, but it's no longer served by the UK tourist companies. Like I say, I'm aiming to be live for a good hour or so yet, but it is going to depend completely on how we cope quality-wise once darkness descends. Sometimes we just can't get a shot. Yes, they might, especially as you've said, your mum is already famous for Lego. Yeah, my mum looks like Lego Woman. Lego Woman. She's also been on TV in the old TV show Bad Girls. She was known as body bagging that. Let's catch you live again. Hi from Waterford. How are we doing, Michael Kelly? Good to have you back with us, my man. How's Waterford today? Next up, we have the Turkish Airlines A321 coming in after a 4-hour and 25-minute flight from Istanbul. TK1977, your flight number. I just realised I sounded then like a bingo caller. If all else fails, I'm going to be a bingo caller. Prison drama, it was indeed. I'll just give this lens a quick wipe. It's got a bit of moisture on it now. We've actually got a private jet on the way in afterwards. Not actually a private jet, it's operated by FlexJet, but it looks like a private jet. It's an Embraer Predator 600 coming in after a 1 hour and 52-minute flight from Copenhagen. That will be the next flight after this Turkish Airlines Istanbul flight. Nice day here, mild and sunny. Can you send it this way, please, Michael Kelly? It is freezing and damp here. I went to Ireland in 1999 for a weekend and came back to the UK 7 years later. No way, Chris. My mum was supposed to take me to Ireland when I was little, but never did. Ireland's a beautiful country. It is mightily expensive here, though. The Irish say it isn't because they say their wages are higher than the UK. Wow, some major corrections on approach here, but it's going to come down safely, this Turkish Airlines. It's coming in fast. That came in very, very quickly there. It's down safely. Some major corrections on approach, though. Yeah, it's mightily expensive. The Irish will say it's not that much more expensive compared to the UK when you compare the wages. But one thing I will say is that comparison tends to be done by comparing the prices in London as opposed to the rest of the UK. Hi Paul, up till the end of May. There's still snow on the mountains. No way. Right, do you plan on streaming most days from Dublin? What's the plan going forward? Okay, Michael Kelly, our home base at the moment is Dublin, so I'm a little bit limited. I live in Kildare, so I'm about an hour-ish away from the airport. There's not enough flights into Shannon for me to go and do a live there. Belfast is about 2.5 hours from home, so I don't really want to drive up there. So at the moment, Dublin is our home base, and that's where our lives are from 6 days or 7 days a week. However, we do have another trip the first week in March, and a trip at the last week in March, and then we're heading back over to Spain. So our home base will be Spain and the Spanish airports, continuing our tour around every month, while our home base will change. Hopefully that's explained it a little bit for you. Well, that would be lovely. I stayed in some nights in Austria. Turkish came in hot and made some middle Atlantic. It did, Michael. Hello, Amy from the USA. Big up to Amy. How are we doing? Dublin is fine, Adam. The problem I have with Dublin, no, that sounds wrong. Not the problem I have with Dublin, but the problem I have with streaming in Ireland is the weather just doesn't allow me to stream as much as I want to be streaming. I want to be able to come and do 4 or 5 hour streams, and it's just too cold, it's too damp, we get rained off. So I'm looking forward to getting back away. Creative asked me, how do you stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time on one phone? I'm using, at the moment I'm on Prism Live Studio. It allows you to multi-stream to various platforms. I think the major platforms you can multi-stream to are Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and something else. You can also stream to custom RTMPs or RTPMs, RTMPs I think it is. Here is that Embraer Creator 600 coming in from Copenhagen, operated by FlexJet Malta. We're already beginning to lose focus because of the darkness and the moisture in the air. So yeah, in a minute I'm using Prism Live Studio Creative, but you can also use Streamlabs. It is also the way that you can go live on YouTube before you reach your 1,000 subscriber mark, because without 1,000 subscribers you can't go live onto YouTube directly, but you can do it using Streamlabs and Prism. From his final done, once took a day trip on the ferry from Anglesey to Dublin. It was fantastic, but found it very expensive. Yeah, it is expensive. I went to Anglesey on holiday. I actually went camping in Anglesey. It was lovely. I enjoyed it. I'll enjoy the Dublin stream as well when it last. It'll be only a live stream on YouTube from Dublin. Yeah, Michael, we still will be doing Dublin. I've got a house in Kildare. I'll still be keeping that house. So we will still be backwards and forwards to here. Probably be, I don't know, between 3 and 6 days a month, I guess. At Dublin once we've moved. Prism, wow, yeah. Prism Live Studio it's called. It's a great little app. It allows you to do put overlays on. I don't know if this will come up. I don't know if that's going to appear for you guys because I've already started my stream. But there we go. We can put the overlay on, which is quite nice as well. Can't wait to the stream from Spain out of moving for Nightfall. It's going to be nice to be able to mix our airports up a little bit as well. My plan is to do probably 3 or 4 days a week out of Malaga, and then 1 day a week out of Granada and Almeria, just to give it a little bit of a mix-up. We'll be there roughly 9 AM on the 19th of February. It's unlikely, unfortunately, Ben. I don't tend to do many morning lives. A little bit of a night owl. I went many years ago, Helen. I loved it. How are we doing, Ben? Never been to Austria. I am going to take that overlay off It just makes my shot a little bit more difficult. I'm missing comments here, I apologise. On the birds we see artificial near the fence, yes, they're supposed to be crows to keep the birds away, but it doesn't keep the birds away. Let me just quickly take this overlay off. Hit the like and comment, the YouTube algorithm loves that, it does indeed. If you are watching us on YouTube, please do give us that thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button for me and make some comments in this live chat and also on some of the videos that are up there. To get to the videos, you have to go to our account. I am gonna move the videos over, but at the moment you have to go to our account on YouTube, to our actual channel, and then click on the live tab, and every live that we do is saved on there. If you just go on there and just drop a comment, anything you like, tell me your favourite flight, your favourite aircraft, your favourite holiday destination, just to get some interaction and engagement. It does help us with this algorithm. Going to be brilliant, Adam. In 2 weeks, it'll be my first time on a plane in 13 years. No way. Where you heading to Liverpool? Nice. What have we got? I've got nothing on approach. There's that Turkish Airlines. Where is she? Where is she? She's there. There's that Turkish Airlines that made a meal of its landing. I need a drink. Then 2 weeks later, heading to Brussels. Never been to Brussels, enjoy it. Helen's been to Brussels today. You know, if they use hawks at the airport to deter the birds, they don't. To my knowledge, they don't. I think it's probably time for a Doc Cotton. Just check how we're doing for battery as well. 24, I think that is. Be okay for another 45 minutes or so. What shot do you guys prefer while we're in between flights? Do you prefer to be watching the apron, watching the terminal, or do you prefer it when we're looking at the tower and the cargo aircraft? Let me know. KLM 737 in 20 minutes. I can't see anything else on approach on flight radar. Oh, we can there. 15 minutes out. Looks like we've got a 15-minute gap now. Tower. Let's head over to the tower and catch some of these departures while we big up. Aircraft tower. If we've got a 17-minute wait, which it looks like we have, I think what we'll do is we'll stay on flitting between the tower and the back end of Terminal 1 because we get a few departure shots. They're not going to be great simply because of how far away it is, but it's better than nothing. Okay, our next departure is going to be a Boeing 737. It's flight FR5306. It's operated by Ryanair and it's heading on that short journey to Kerry. Yes, Paul, 2 lives tomorrow. We're live every day. The only day that we sometimes don't go live. Sometimes we do, but I don't guarantee a Saturday live. Greetings to Canada. How's Liz Zeman or Zeman over in Canada? Whereabouts in Canada are you? Just give it a quick wipe again. Get rid of a little bit more of that moisture. Here is a flight FR5306 departing us and heading on that short journey, even not short journey to Kerry. If you are only just joining us and you're wondering why we have such a long distance shot, departures are on the North Runway here today at Dublin. We're on the arrivals runway 28. So we do have close-ups of the arrivals, but we've got about 13 minutes to go until our next one is due. How are we doing, Skating Banana? Good to have you with us in Western Canada in the Canadian Rockies. Liz, my dream holiday is to do the Canadian Rockies by train. I want to, my auntie, well, my dad's sister, I don't call her my auntie, I don't like her, but she did a Canadian Rockies by train and it's something that I really want to do. But she teamed it up with an Alaskan cruise and I'd love to do the two together. Better for spotters when you just use one runway. Michael, I was only saying that on my last live. For months, I couldn't wait for the new runway to open because of the excitement surrounding it. It's got a great spot for viewing, but it has made it very difficult for me streaming because I like to be constant in my stream. And now we do have periods where we've got no action on one runway. However, when we are on arrivals, at least we can get a departure shot of some sort. I know this is a fluid question, but what times are you aiming for tomorrow, please? Aiming for around 2 o'clock tomorrow, simply because I'm going to do 2 lives, so I try and start a little bit later on the first one. You're welcome anytime. Train tours are awesome. Yeah, we are doing the Netherlands by train at some point this year as well. How are we doing, Conal? Good to see you, buddy. What planes are in the cargo terminal? We've got the ASL, we've got the DHLs, and we've got the FedEx. If the light allows us, or if the quality on here allows us, because I am using the phone that isn't the best in low light, we may well get one of the departures this evening, but I'm not promising that. It'll be a second live if I do. I believe there's a train journey from Vancouver to Nova Scotia in 5 days. Definitely want to have a look at that. If you've got any more information on that, Liz, on the best places to have a look or to look at booking it, if you can either comment it on one of my videos, not on the live because I'll lose it, but on one of the videos, or head over to wtflivedaily.com, sign up for the forum, it's completely free and will always be completely free to be a part of that forum, and get involved in the holiday chat and just put some information on there about it. That would be great. There's a couldn't agree more, done a few in the UK. Behind stream, but only day trips. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Conal. Mighty quiet here, even on departures. Steam trains. No, but Google it, you'll get more info. So it's from Western Canada to Nova Scotia. I used to love seeing the steam train over in the North York Moors. I think I mentioned this yesterday. Once again, I do apologise, the quality of the live will begin to drop now because the moisture's getting into the air a lot more and the light is dropping. But I will continue on. Just bear in mind, the quality isn't what it should be. We do have the KLM flight currently around 3 to 4 minutes out now. It's a Boeing 737 coming in from Amsterdam. And that's called the train makes many stops in each province for short breaks. Yeah, it's something I'd love to do. I can just about see this KLM coming out from the clouds in the distance. You won't be able to see it just yet, so we'll stay on this shot for now. It still looks good here on the big telly. Do have a few on their way in now. There is actually, we won't be able to see it because of the cloud, and it's currently at 37,000 feet, but there is actually a Boeing 747 just come over Drogheda, heading out over the Irish Sea, going from Louisville to Cologne, operated by UPS. 5X213 is your flight number if you do want to check it out on Flight Radar. Hey Hans, welcome. Such a shame that we don't get the 747. As I said yesterday, it's a shame that the last ever 747 to be produced has now been delivered. So the last 747 leave the factory. I know, it's sad times. It's an icon of aviation. Minus 17 below zero today. My province is right below Alaska. Winters are real cold. Minus 34 below 2 zero. No way, Liz. It's amazing, isn't it? Minus 34 and the country still functions. Minus 1 in the UK and Ireland, and the country grinds to a halt. Here we go, we have KLM 937 coming in after an hour and 16-minute flight from Amsterdam. It's a Boeing 737. Just behind that, we have an Airbus A320neo, operated by Lufthansa, coming in from Munich. That is the second set of lights that you can just about see. But we're diehards, Long John's hell. I know, my Long Johns have been a saviour to me this winter, doing these streams. I'd actually love to be able to go to one of the ice airports over in Alaska. Hey, Aris. All praise the Long Johns, I know. This shot will clear up. Once we get side on, we will have a half decent shot of these aircraft coming in as the light begins to fade. It's just the distance head-on shots that we will struggle with. It's the cold north, like it'll move exactly. Here we go. Nice touchdown here in Dublin. Adam, there's a place called Yakutsk in Russia. It's -50 there. Wow. But great skiing. I've never been skiing. I'll tell a lie. I have been skiing, but it was on the Wii. I used to be amazing at ski jumping on the Wii. I can't imagine it's much different to do it in real life. Maybe I'll try it one day. Adam the Eagle. A tiny bit of snow in the UK and the country is crippled. It's madness, I know. It doesn't even just seem to be the snow. I was only saying this to Laters. Some of you will know him from TikTok. Some of you will know him from on here. He's a good friend of mine. I was only saying it to Laters. It's not even just the snow. Wind, rain, snow, sun. There's always something that causes mayhem on the roads over here. That's in Siberia. It can get to -70. No way. The American Airlines Boeing 777 is just going over the Wicklow Mountains behind us at 32,000 feet, heading over to JFK from London Heathrow. Here we go, here's this A320neo operated by Lufthansa LH2518 coming in after a 2 hour and 20 minute flight from Munich. They make houses from snow there. Hey, I'll teach you, come over. When I'm over in Canada, I'll drop you a message. You can teach me how to ski. It's always something I've wanted to do. Ski holidays look like so much fun as well, even off the piste. Off the piste and on the piss. UK folk just don't like weather of any kind, I know. Here we go, here's that A320neo. one wheel touches down, lifts back up, and then they get the two-wheel landing in the end. Nice touchdown there from the Lufthansa. Next up, we're going to have FR652 coming in after a 2-hour and 10-minute flight from Barcelona, operated by Ryanair. It's a Boeing 737. Picture looks sharp on my telly. We're just always complaining. I'll just give you a little push and down you go. Yeah, but I want to go down on the skis, Liz, not on my ass. I've always wanted to try bobsledding as well. Sharp here. Hopefully we remain with some level of quality. I'm going to have to think about battery in a minute though, because we're down to 20%. The issue is the charging port on this phone is actually up against the gimbal arm. I don't know if I rotate my screen if it will work while I'm live. We might have to extend the gimbal arm out a little bit. Here we go, here is that Ryanair flight coming in from Barcelona. Hardest landing of the day there. 43 people watching us right now. Thank you for joining us and welcome. If it's your first time here, please do hit that thumbs up button and give us a subscribe as well. Costs you nothing but helps us massively. Our next arrival is going to be another Boeing 737, this time arriving after a 56-minute flight from London Gatwick. It's FR336, operated by Ryanair. Following that one in, we have an ATR 72-600 coming in from Bristol. It will have been a 55-minute flight, and by the time it lands, operated by Aer Lingus, with the nicest of the liveries, the 2019 livery, EI3285. I wasn't born yet, but in 1988 we had the Olympics in Calgary. Bobsledding was very popular. You did indeed. Is that not the Olympic? Which Olympics was the Cool Runnings movie based around? Was that not Calgary? I love Cool Runnings. Many years ago I tried grass skiing. It was great. The only downside was the slope was full of sheep turds. Great incentive to stay on your feet. I was 2 in 1988. Here we go, here's that London Gatwick flight, FR336, the Boeing 737. It was Jamaica team, it was indeed. Well, Adam had to go, anything interesting coming or leaving. Just had a 320neo. Don't know what else is coming in, to be honest, Conal. Got an ATR next. There was that London Gatwick flight touching down 1988. I was 22. Oh, that was the year I left school. We do have an A330 just being pushed back, ready to begin its journey over to Seattle. We will get that departure in the distance, Conal. Quality is unreal today, fair play. Thank you, Conal. I left school in 1983. There is that A330 just being pushed back, ready to its taxi over to the North Runway. We will, like I say, try and catch that departure as it begins its flight over to the US, to Seattle. Let's just pick up this ATR 72-600 as it begins its final descent into a damp, cold Dublin International. Kian's back with us, and they've been big on terminals. Only the 330, that's the last 330 that's here, I believe. We do have, obviously, the FedEx. The UPS is here as well, but I don't think we're going to get that on live. We're down to 19% battery now. Be live an hour and 11 minutes. We're going to try and push towards the hour and 45-minute mark if we possibly can. Here we go, the ATR 72-600. I love flying these. That lorry's going to get in our way. It needs to move. He was obviously watching WTF Live Daily. He accelerated out of our shot. Right. I need to quickly make a visit to the bushes. They're actual birds. They're kites. They're fake crows. I need to make a quick run into the bushes for a moment. I'm going to leave you on the shot of that A330. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry guys, I'm back. Is it windy there? Not windy. There's a breeze. It's a blustery breeze. Our next arrival's about 5 minutes out, coming in from Manchester. A very short flight from Manchester today, for a 30-minute flight, 31-minute flight from Manchester. 45 on now. Welcome to each and every one of you that are joining us across YouTube and Twitch. Great being with you all. You're so friendly and kind. What's your name, commentator? You do a brilliant job. We love the Irish in Canada. My name's Adam. I'm actually English. I'm from Yorkshire originally. I do now live in Ireland. Well, I do live in Ireland for the next couple of months. Then we're heading back over to Spain. It's been a pleasure having you with us though, Liz. Hopefully you can join us again soon. We're live every day of the week. Well, 6 days a week and most Saturdays usually begin our lives at sometime between 1:30 and 2:30. Tomorrow will be a 2 o'clock start. Well, that's the plan anyway. This is fantastic quality. Thank you, Aussie. I'm moving back over there, Kian. See, honey, take care. Ooh, nice and sheltered. Yeah, I'm heading back over there to live, Kian. Still will be in Ireland quite a lot. I just need to be back in the warm weather, Kian. I want to be able to bring more varied content. From Huddersfield, no way. I lived in Leeds for a few years. Time will last arrival be, I'm not sure. Whereabouts in Spain? Malaga area, or Malaga province. Pleasure to meet you, Adam. I'm 7 hours behind. I'm a nurse and my break is over, but I'll be back. Enjoy the rest of your shift, Liz. Send our regards to all of your patients. We'll still be going live in Spain, Everyday Plane Spotting. Yes, Conal. That's one of the main reasons that I'm going back there. Where I'm basing myself gives me Malaga, Almeria and Granada airports all within between a 40-minute and hour drive from home. So it's the same sort of travel time, probably a little bit less than I travel from home now to do my streams here, but it means that we've got 3 different airports so we can vary the content, so it's not the same shot all the time, because even I get a little bit bored when it's the same shot all the time. So I can only imagine what it's like for you guys. Adam's time is flexi time, give or take an hour or 2. Yeah, I do try my best. The issue is, like, because at the moment I'm editing the vlog, and I function better for editing when it's late at night. Conal, do Malaga get any bigger planes? Malaga's actually had the A380 land there. I believe it was in March, not last year, the year before. So it can take the bigger aircraft, and it's a mix of different airlines as well, so we get to see different liveries. Are you doing the quiz next week, Adam? Yes, we will do a quiz one night next week. I'm not sure when. What time is shooting tomorrow, Adam? I'm aiming for a 2 o'clock start then, so it'll be sometime between 2 and maybe 2:30 that we start, but I'm aiming for 2 o'clock. If we're here earlier, we'll start early, but we should be live for 2 o'clock. Our next arrival is 1 minute out now. It's FR6897 coming in after a 32-minute flight from Manchester. It's a Boeing 737. We'll just stay with this A320 as it begins its taxi to the north runway to begin its journey over the Atlantic to Seattle. 100% I'll be there. Thank you, Ben. I hope you've enjoyed today's live. For everybody who is watching, if you haven't already done it, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube and give this live a thumbs up. Also, I'm going to ask you all for a big favour. If you've got a few minutes spare this evening, tomorrow, whenever it may be, please click on our channel on YouTube, tap where it says live, and watch a couple of the videos for me. You don't have to watch them all, just watch a couple of minutes, give them a thumbs up and make a comment on the videos, because it really will help us with the YouTube algorithm and get us pushed out a little bit more. The more viewers we've got, the better quality streams that we can provide. I work in care myself, support worker for folks with learning difficulties, and for the next full week I'm working every day, so I'll try and support whenever I can. Thank you, Helen, it's a great job that you do. I missed what you said, Paradiso. Oh, I know it wasn't a criticism. Being here most of the time, sorry for not talking much. It's fine, Ben. I saw you in here. I was aiming it at everybody. You do a brilliant job, Helen. I'm sure she does. Right, here we go. We have this 737 coming in from Manchester now. I told you a live-o, that A320 is actually taxiing to stand. But it is scheduled for departure to Seattle, so I'm not 100% sure what's happened. I'll try and find out. In the meantime, no. We've got FR6897. I have two carers and they do a brilliant job. Carers are undervalued in my opinion. She came down fast and hard, but she's down. I'm going to pan around quickly because that A330 has taxied to stand and there is an ambulance approaching that area. If we don't see that ambulance come through, I think there has possibly been a medical emergency on board that A330. I noticed when it was pushed back, it was sat on the apron for quite a while before it moved. Does appear that potentially there's been an unfortunate situation on board that A330. Two seconds. I will make sure we get this next arrival. Yes, it was due for departure at 4:30. There has been something happen on board, I believe. Hopefully everybody involved is fine and it's just a precautionary measure. Better for it to be happening now than once they're over the Atlantic, of course. Here we go, we've got an Airbus A319 coming in after a 49-minute flight from London Heathrow, operated by British Airways. BA826 is your flight number. Just Paul, very rewarding job except for the pay and having no staff cover. Last week and had to work 44 hours straight. I come home for 4 hours and did another 20. You do get to sleep though. Yeah, massively undervalued. Here we go, here is that Airbus A319 with the BA livery. The fire brigade are actually heading to that A330, the Seattle flight now as well. We'll try and get a pan round as quick as we can after this touches down. If it touches down, she's down. We're going to miss the fire brigade. They are heading to that A330 though. I think it's wrong when footballers get paid what they do. Yeah, Paul, it's a difficult one with footballers because footballers actually pay their own wages. When you think about it, they pay their own wages because the vast majority of their salary comes from shirt sales and sponsorships that it brings in to the football club. So it's difficult. For me, the one to compare it to for me is when you've got politicians earning the money they're earning. And it wouldn't be so bad if politicians simply earn their money through being a politician. But let's be honest, the vast majority of them are also earning money from doing after dinner speaking and all that sort of jazz. I am just trying to search for an update now on what is happening on board the A330, but I'm struggling to find anything at the moment. Next up, we've got an Embraer E190LR operated by Norway with a Finnair livery, departed 3 hours ago from Helsinki. Saddlers are not classed as skilled workers, hence for lack of funding. Most carers do love the work and the people that we support. For me, carers, it's more of a vocation than a job, really. No, please don't take that the wrong way. I don't mean it's not a job. I mean people do it for the love of what they do, for the love of caring for people, making it more of a vocation than a career. I'm going to stop before I get myself cancelled. I mean it in the nicest of senses. My carers love their jobs but struggle to manage sometimes because they pay, yeah. Here we go, here is that Helsinki flight, the Embraer E190, flight number AY1385. Well, I must have had a busy day driving, nodded off for a few minutes there. No way, Mark. Hopefully you're at home now. There's that Finnair. I do like the Finnair livery. There's something a little bit classy about this Finnair livery. How's my man, Robert Doyle? Robert, can you just do me a favour, please, bro? We'll just have a quick look here, just in case we get any comedy value. No comedy value today. Robert, can you just have a look on, well, check live ATC. It's gone off flight radar now, but the Seattle flight, the A330 Seattle flight has pushed back, began taxi and then paused for ages. It's now taxied back to a different stand, a different gate, and it's got the emergency services surrounding it. Can you just see if there's anything coming up on live ATC or anything on any of the Facebook feeds as to what the incident is for me, please, Robert? We're gonna have to plug in. Yeah, I totally agree with you. If the heart isn't there, a person can't do the job as should. No, I agree. I think Adam may mean that carers are taken advantage of because very often emotionally linked to the ones they care for. Yeah, that is the other side of it. Like, there's a lot of unpaid carers in the sense of they're caring for loved ones but don't get the recognition or the pay that they deserve. Right, I need to find a way to get some power into this phone. I doubt there'll be much on Facebook at the moment. I'll just see if there's anything coming up on, if you can hear anything on live ATC. I can't get it because I'm live. Let me just try something. I don't know if this is going to work. It'd be ideal if it could. Oh. I have to move it slightly though because okay, we may have a solution to the charging issue. Now, where are we going to put this power pack? She's going to have to go there. The phone's going to have to come down. Ignore me, I'm talking to myself. Okay, we're charging, but now I've got an issue with where my other phone's going to go. Unless that's going to be long enough. Right, guys, just close your eyes for a minute because I'm going to do a very quick pan just to check that the cable's not going to pull out. No, we're all good. We are all good. Here we go. Our next arrival is an ATR 72-600. This time coming in from the Isle of Man, departed 24 minutes ago. Operated by Emerald Airlines with an Aer Lingus livery. I need to just get my shot back because obviously the camera is in a different location now on the gimbal. Struggling to get a signal on the ATC. Find out anything on flight lane. No, thank you, Robert. Someone mentioned a stream on Monday and nothing happened. Nice bounce on landing from that ATR 72-600. What have we got coming up on departures? Should have a JFK flight, I believe. We do indeed. It's an A321neo. Over on the North Runway, it's on taxi now. We've got the Embraer E190 on departure just before it. We're going to be struggling here with quality, I believe. Try our best. Just caught 281 subs. It's growing. We are growing. Robert, apologies for my voice. I've been talking non-stop now for an hour and 35 minutes, and it is taking its toll. I will continue to try and get the best shots I possibly can. There's not a lot I can do about it, Paulies. We'll see what the shot is like on landing. I'm trying to adjust the focus. I'm just getting nothing. This is the issue with low light. Here we go, we've got the British Airways on departure. I don't think you're going to get a good shot of it at all. To be fair, the other phone is probably better in low light. I don't want to end the live and come back on. If I'm going to stay on, I'm staying on. We do have one on approach now as well. It's FR2191 coming in from Zagreb. It's a Boeing 737 MAX operated by Ryanair, coming in after a 2-hour and 54-minute flight. The quality will probably be slightly better on arrivals. We'll just have to see what's side on. I can adjust some of the settings in Prism, but it's going to be hit and miss because I don't really understand what I'm adjusting. But we'll see what this shot's like, and then we might try adjusting a few things. Click that link on Adam Streaming Stairs Legend. What do you mean, Webbo? Who else is a legend? I thought I was the legend. Who else is a legend? I'm only joking. We do like to support as many creators as we can. Here we go. FR2191 coming into land from Zagreb. Yeah, I think the quality is still there for the landings. Leg end. I think we have still got the quality for the landings. There we go. There is the JFK flight. Apologies for the sharp movement there. I just wanted to get the rotation of that 321 Neo. You are a legend, Adam. I'm only joking, I'm a modest guy, me. Next arrival is going to be a Lufthansa Airbus A319. This time coming in from Frankfurt. Departed an hour and 45 minutes ago. Lufthansa operated LH980. This is going to be one of the... This is the flight that I will be using for the World Cup of Darts. I can't remember the exact time. It might not be the exact aircraft, but we are flying Lufthansa. True legend. I went on a bit of a ramble then. I lost what I was saying. Apologies. Right, the fire engine has now left the A330. I believe the ambulance is still on scene though. Do the live stream uploads count towards watch time on YouTube for monetization? I believe they do. Not 100% certain, but I believe they do, Robert. To be honest, the requirement for monetization on YouTube is high. You know, we'll get there, but it's high. that being said, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it is a medical emergency, yes. I don't think it's a bad thing that the threshold for monetization on YouTube is so high, because one thing it does is stop it turning into beg talk. There we go, there's that Lufthansa flight coming in from Frankfurt. We're going to be struggling soon because the gimbal's down to 1 bar. Hope you're okay. Fingers crossed it's a precautionary measure. Obviously it's a long flight over to Seattle. Does the cargo area start to kick off later, as I see a lot from Dublin coming over to East Mid in the evening? Yeah, I'm not sure what time the FedEx is due out. Let's have a quick look. It's not live yet. It's not live yet, and there hasn't been any action around it. We will try and do a later live, possibly tomorrow, or maybe Sunday. Just cracking a can open for you. Cheers. Big up Webbo. I think I'm going to go play darts now and have a beer or two as well. FedEx not due out until 6:35. Yeah, we won't be live for that. But we will try and do a later live, either tomorrow or Sunday, or if we don't, we'll do one next week, where we can do some of the cargo flights as well. I do miss getting there. I miss doing the later lives. For me, again, one of the other reasons for going back to Spain, I enjoy streaming of an evening, and it's harder to stream at night here because of the light. We lose a bit of quality, whereas in the summer nights it was an absolute pleasure being stood here in warmer conditions and being able to get the UPS, the FedEx. I miss those. Here we go. We have an Airbus A320. It's EI609 coming in from Amsterdam, operated by Aer Lingus, departed an hour and 17 minutes ago. How are we doing, Tobias? Okay, I'll be the trolley dolly. Who else wants a drink? JD, please, Webbo. Webbo, have you got any of the green Pringles as well? And a packet of shortbread, please. I can't fly with Ryanair unless I can have my green Pringles and some shortbread, please. I loved the 10, 11 o'clock lives last summer in the evenings. They were great, yeah. We did some late ones last summer. Cheers, Mark, got any sweet chili coated peanuts. I'm charging Ryanair prices for all this. Please remortgage your house. What are we like for views at the minute, guys? I can't see, and that's one thing that frustrates me. Have you ever seen the sound that comes in every night? I have. I haven't been live for it, but I've seen it. Normally when I finish live, I stay down here and do a bit of filming, or just sit and chill for a bit. 42 of you still. It's been a great stream over on YouTube. So I normally just sit and chill, or go get something to eat, then come back, do a bit of filming. So I do see quite a lot. Just one peanut from me then, please, Mark. Aer Lingus Retro from Charles de Gaulle in 26 minutes. We'll just have to see how long we last with battery now, because we're low on everything. 46 of you on YouTube. Yeah, we're not going to last. We're 9% on the phone. It is charging, but it's draining as quick as it's charging. We have a few more landings on the way, and we do indeed. I'm going to try and last as long as I possibly can for you guys. Here we go, we've got an ATR 72600 EI 3305 coming in from Southampton, operated by Aer Lingus, departed an hour and 20 minutes ago. Numbers are creeping up now, 50. Thank you to everybody who's joining us. Please do hit that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you are enjoying the content. We're live 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. Usually begin around 2 o'clock-ish. Retro. I'll try my best to stay for this retro, but I just don't think the battery is going to last. I have to subscribe, do I? You do indeed, Webbo. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you try and charge in cold conditions, the charge time is so slow. There we go. The ATR down safely. Was indeed the ATR 72600 coming in from Southampton to Bias. Whereabouts are you located? I do like to know where my viewers are joining me from. Next up, we've got a Boeing 737, flight number FR830, operated by Ryanair, coming in after a 2.5 hour plus flight from Venice. Still no movement on that 330 heading to Seattle. Slap bang next to East Mids. Greater Manchester. I've just realised I haven't eaten anything at all since yesterday. No wonder I'm hungry. A windy day in Dublin. It's not too bad, Aidan. It's blustery, but it's nothing like we have been getting here. That being said, I am on 28. I'm on runway 28, so we're a little bit sheltered. It's from Chesterfield. Just remembered, I mentioned yesterday, I had a family member from Chesterfield. He actually then lived in Derbyshire, I think it is. Is it Derbyshire? In Buxton. His name was Steve, owned a carpet shop. Here we go, we've got FR830 coming in from Venice. I'm in Dundalk, 50 miles north of Dublin. It's very cold here. It's very cold here as well, Aidan. In fact, speaking of Dundalk, I'm going to get over to Dundalk before we head back to Spain, because I do want to go to the races at Dundalk. I know it's a bit fixed there, but I do like Dundalk races. Greeley, Colorado, over in the US. Welcome, Andy Taylor. Next up, we've got FR17 coming in after a 43-minute flight from Newcastle, operated by Ryanair, and it's a Boeing 737. Buxton's a nice place, a lovely countryside it is. I'm not actually sure what he's doing now. He's probably retired, to be fair. It was always called Steve from Buxton. What are we doing for battery now? Are we going up? We're not going up. Very multinational here at the moment. Algorithm is pushing us out, which they, yeah, YouTube seems to be looking after us at the moment, and to be honest, it's caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting to get the views on YouTube. UK border is only 3 miles from Dundalk, so we're a border town. Right, indeed. Private jet from the road in 1 hour and 7 minutes. Unfortunately, we won't be live for that, Tobias. We're definitely not going to last on battery. Here we go, here is FR17, this Boeing 737 coming in from Newcastle. Slightly late touchdown there from the Ryanair crew, but down safely. You find it is cheaper on the UK side. It's definitely cheaper up in Northern Ireland. Our next arrival is going to be an Airbus A320 coming in after about a 2 hour 9 minute flight from Madrid. It's IB 3790 operated by Iberia Express. Boeing 737 is about 13 years old. It'll grow, Adam got faith. It'll grow, Robert got faith. Yeah, it will grow. Listen, one thing that we've proven is we can grow a community. This is the issue. As the light drops, the quality does drop significantly for distant shots. And I have to be mindful of this, because as much as I desperately want to stay live and keep interacting with you guys for as long as I can tonight, I also have to remember new people scrolling through or getting pushed towards this live and dropping on us on YouTube and Twitch are joining us when the quality is not great, and I don't want it to influence them not coming back. This so deserves to go, and good luck to you. Thank you, Helen. Here we go, here is the IB 3790 coming in from Madrid. We're probably going to do another 6 minutes, we'll push it to 2 hours. For those of you that don't know, Robert Doyle is actually one of the OGs, one of our first followers over on TikTok, 8 months ago or so now. Was it longer than that? 10 months ago. One of the first of the 40-odd thousand on TikTok. Always a massive help, very friendly. The first one to answer questions. Any word from the Seattle flight? No, it's still on stand. It appears that it is a medical emergency on board. Night, Adam. Great to be able to drop by to share the live. Such great quality. Thank you for joining us, Creative. We'll catch up and have a proper chat soon. I started following in April. There we go, 10 months ago. What date is it today? Maybe 40, definitely don't do TikTok. Retro comes in 5 minutes, we should get the retro bed. Second, Rambo played a second. Oh, I don't know if Robert remembers, but our first ever airport live over on TikTok was 10 months ago on Sunday. It was the 5th of April. I know that because it was my birthday. I streamed on my birthday for the first airport live here at Dublin. So 10 months ago on Sunday, it was our 10-month anniversary. How are we doing, Graham? Welcome to the live. That's a good point. We know it's been good from the start today. Yeah, I'm just concerned that anybody joining will be seeing the quality the way it is, and I don't want them to think this is our standard quality. Here we go though, we have FR4500 coming in from Cologne, departed an hour and 36 minutes ago. It's a Boeing 737 MAX operated by Ryanair. How are we doing? No local trash. We're going to get that retro livery as the last flight. Here's your Iberia Express on taxi to stand. See you tomorrow, Robert. We'll probably be live for about 2 o'clock tomorrow. We're actually going to stay on the tower just because the quality is a little bit better. It's literally 15 minutes from the airport. The plane's just to fly over the roof of my house. It's time in 1634 is the main runway at Dublin. You're welcome, Michael. Thank you for joining us. We do have one last flight. I can just see it in the distance now. I'm hoping it's this retro livery. It is indeed. We're going to end on the Aer Lingus A320 with that retro livery coming in from Charles de Gaulle. It should be with us within the next 2 minutes or so. Here she is, guys. She's on her final approach now. Once again, big thank you to everybody who's joined us on YouTube and Twitch today. It's been greatly appreciated. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it if you could just take a few minutes of your evening to just watch a couple of the videos that are on our channel. Just give them a couple of minutes views and hit the thumbs up and drop a comment of any word you want on there. Ideally, tell me your favourite holiday destination. It just helps us massively in that algorithm. We'll see you all tomorrow from around 2 PM. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Big love from me, big up from me. Stay safe, stay warm. We've been WTF Live Daily, and I've been James. Take care, guys. And everyone on their latch. Comment these onto one of the videos, please, that's on our channel. Just click on our channel name when we end the live. Just go to tap on the live section and then just drop a comment on a couple of the videos for me. It will help massively. Here we go, EI527 coming in from Charles de Gaulle, the retro livery Airbus A320 operated by Aer Lingus. See you later, Webo. See you later, Paradiso. See you later, Paul, Helen, everybody who's joined us. There we go, guys. Hasta mañana.